today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. They run over center with Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, Jackson. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it complete to Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. Caught. It's Wilson.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big pickup of 38.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
The Steelers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Now 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said. Yeah,
and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The numbers from a week ago for Pickens.
4 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. They'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
They'll start by running the option to the right.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Jackson options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Jackson now. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now a pause, so there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Back to throw again.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. In motion right, that's Wilson. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Well, here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An early decision point here, Charles, maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them, I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5.
To throw again is Jackson. And Walker has it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's brought in by Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now back to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. They'll run with Scott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Larry Ogunjobi, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
That is caught.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Fields. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle they go. Fields.
This now a 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Fields. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fields.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Jackson on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep your defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And Jackson going to run again.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Open man is Flowers. He's got it.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Jackson options out left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll try it with Ali. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Isaiah Likely
from 3 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught.
He'll have the first down and then some. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
On first down, Fields. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Jackson on first down.
Finds his man. It's Kohler.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, Jackson.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Jackson.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And here's Ryan right now
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Breece Hall with a touchdown run. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start by running the option to the right. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Harris.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They run for it with Harris.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. He'll drop to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them, that's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 10. Second down. Here's Ali.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson now. Walker with a grab, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 48 yards.
And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure there's someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Lamar going to give this to Ali. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And Walker with it over the middle. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, our field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is caught. It's Hardy. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Hardy, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk... about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, and Walker has it. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They go play action with Jackson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run with Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. from the 43. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 16.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. 3rd and 3.
They run again with Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Washington. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try to run with Harris. And this time he is in.
Yes.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson options out left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. Here is 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. That is caught. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And now 3 drives,
3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson will throw again.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. This is Harris on the draw.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. Here's Harris.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
On 1st down, it's a run with Ali.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Back to throw.
Jackson. And this throw a bit. Late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson got his target. That's Kohler. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Jackson. Yeah, he's got it.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Charlie Kohler.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was finished off by Charlie Kohler's touchdown catch. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And running with power here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
They'll run with Scott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Scott. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Here's Scott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On the carry, this is Scott.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.